love these MAC pigments. These MAC pigments are the best.
These are, yeah, they're amazing. This is Naked. We use it in the inside corner of the eye and on the lid. And it's kind of a creamy satin color. That's almost frost, but it's not frost.
Number 242.
Which is the smallest orange brush that MAC makes. It's a synthetic blend, which means it's natural hairs and synthetic fibers.
Orangey bristles.
And then I just put it in the inside corner and tap it across the lash line. And then take a little bit and put it on the inside bottom.
So if I do it myself, I curl them and I just put on like 2 or 3 different kinds of mascara. And I just layer and layer and layer.
Yeah.
I like, you know, Lancome Hypnose. All the Lancomes pretty much lately. And MAC Zoom.
Like the other ones are kind of expensive, like for a mascara. They're like $30-$35, but for MAC it's like
ridiculous.
It's like
that much?
yeah, cause you're supposed to change your mascaras out every 3 months or sooner, just because that's where you can get an eye infection. Anyways, MAC products are a lot less more cost effective for what they do and the quality they are. All right, Carbon black eyeliner. I'm gonna take some on an angle brush, the same brush you would use for your eyebrows. It's a 214, I think is what it's called, but it's the MAC angle brush. And I start on the outside corner, and I just press into the lash line and bring it up into the crease a little bit. And I just draw that all the way across. And what it does is it kind of just darkens in the lash line because we're going to put lashes on.
But I still do this when I don't put on lashes.
Right,
so I just like the effect of it.
Yeah, it helps with that. It helps also intensify the length of your lashes and defines the eye. But I'm bringing it up a little bit on the outside because it gives that eye more of an exotic lift.
And I never knew you can use eyeshadow as an eyeliner, but
I thought that's the first thing yeah.
I used to think like only liquid or the pencil.
No, I think powders actually last longer because wax on your body's warm and it warms up and melts and starts getting all nasty and gooey, and this doesn't.
And I do it just looking in the mirror, and it's really easy to do.
Awesome.
Brows. I always like to fill in my brows.
I use the angle brush that I used before on the eyeliner. And I use Espresso, a brown, some matte brown, as an eyeshadow to fill in the brows. And then we go back over with a little bit of pencil if we need to. But I start on the outside corner and just making little strokes to fill in. More of the eyeshadow and more of the filling in should be on the outside ends, because if you get too filled in the front, it makes them too dense, and it's not flattering. Your brows frame your face. You don't want them to be too heavy and too harsh. Look out.
Then he takes this away.
And that way you don't have any fallout. And then the lashes.
We're gonna do lashes.
If you're going to try lashes for the first time and you do a strip, try one that has a clear strip, like a clear base, instead of one that has a thicker base. The more delicate and thin they are, the easier they are going to be put on so that they're not noticeable.
And I do...
And just cut a little bit off the end to fit the eyelid. So, you use Duo Eyelash Adhesive. It's the only eyelash adhesive you should ever put on eyelashes. It is amazing. It comes in clear or black, but don't use anything else because they're too strong and they don't stay on. This is surgical adhesive grade, and it's forgivable and it won't pull your eyelashes out. Put a little strip on there. A little bit goes a long way. and then let it dry till it gets, or not till it dries, till it gets tacky. And that should take about 30 seconds. And blow on them, bend them, make them flexible. But probably the best way for lashes, if you want to try them on your own yourself, but if you go to MAC and you buy the lashes, they'll put the eyelashes on you, so you can do your eye makeup. And then if you wanted to run to the MAC store, they'll throw a pair of lashes on. You're gonna look down.
I look down.
Yeah, look down, and then you just they really will slide on if you just you can't be aggressive with them. You just kind of push them, tap them into place, look down in that way, and sorry.
Ta-da.
And the little bit of white that is showing, look down that way. We'll try to clear. And the biggest thing is to make sure that the eyelashes are down by your eyelash line, and that your lashes, like, kind of pinch them together if you're doing it yourself to make sure that they're close enough. And then also once you put the mascara on, they'll kind of blend together. The biggest thing is be really gentle and delicate when you're doing it. I mean, you wouldn't want to poke yourself in the eye, but the lashes, if you're aggressive with them and you try and push and tear them, they're gonna grab and they're not gonna work with you. Now we're gonna leave that alone, and we're gonna finish off the makeup, and then we're gonna do mascara at the very end.
Okay.
And then we do NC45 at the very end, just to give a little bit.
I wasn't doing that at the end. I was doing it right after my 30, but it's better to do it at the end.
Well, because your foundation and powder is set, and you don't want to get too dark, and so we kind of use this as a bronzer instead of an actual bronzer that has shimmer. This just kind of gives a little bit more color and definition. But I like doing it more at the end. That way you don't make your skin too dark. All right, and then finishing it off before the mascaras, we go with the highlighting powder. Just a little bit right there. Just kind of pops up and gets rid of.
I don't do any of this on my own because I just don't know. Light sweep is what it's
And accentuate is this one. But they're just like highlighting powders. They're by MAC Pro, and they just kind of make it so that there's no line or anything underneath your eyes. Now take your mascara. Zoom mascara is what I use. And then wipe it off once.
Why?
Because it'll keep it from clumping. And then I start on the bottoms first and do the bottom mascara. It's also good if, instead of being building on layers on mascara, you don't want to do all of it at one time. And you basically just keep trying to get your lashes, because if you get too much mascara on your fake lashes, one, they look really fake, and two, they don't look up for me. They don't hold up as well. All right, lipstick.
Will you strip down?
Strip down.
You just get really light.
Yeah. And make sure you blend. That's the biggest part. Yeah.
And then I put an angel lipstick. I just pat it. I don't even put a whole lot on. I'm kind of over gloss these days. I think I want to go with a more matte look. But what I usually do, I'll do a little Turkish Delight just because that's what I usually wear. NARS Turkish Delight. And I make sure I put it over the liner so it blends it in more. And we're done. My favorite thing in life to do is get my makeup done. So this is the finished smoky eye look, and I hope you guys like it. Do we need any more blush? No one that does my makeup better than Steven, and it looks amazing.
Right.
And I can go out tonight.
There's two different kinds. One is Shy Beauty we use, or Chic. And Shy Beauty has a little touch of shimmer, and this one is just a basic color, but they're real muted down.